Hello everyone, welcome to lecture number 19. So in lecture number 19, we will be dealing with 7 questions. The question number 1 is, the question says it's a statement based problem. So statement based problem, that means we need to find out what does statement 1 and statement 2 gives us. Okay, so statement 1 says P minus Q is positive. So that means I can say P minus Q is greater than 0, which implies P is greater than 0, Q. The second statement says P minus R is negative. That means P minus R is less than 0, which implies R is greater than P. Now the question says, we need to note one important fact here. The question is asked, is P plus Q minus R greater than P minus Q plus R? Is it so? When this is the thing, what you have to do is, when someone asks you, is A greater than B? Is A greater than B? That means you find out A minus B. Why? Because if you find out A minus B, if you get it greater than 0, that means A is greater than B. If you get it is less than 0, that means A is less than B. Clear? So A minus B is the key root here to solve the problem. So that means here P plus Q minus R, P plus Q minus R minus P minus Q plus R. If you do this, you will get PP getting cancelled 2 times of Q minus R. So it all boils down to Q minus R. If Q minus R is greater than 0, that means this value is greater than 0. That means this part, the first part, is greater than the second part. If Q minus R is less than 0, that means this value is negative. The first part is less than the second part. Clear? So from this, can statement 1 only let you know this is this greater than 0 or not? It's the statement 1 says P is greater than Q, but it doesn't give you any details about Q and R. So you cannot find out using only statement number 1. Using statement number 2, if it says R is greater than P, that means there is no relation between Q and R. So you cannot obtain whether they are greater than 0 or less than 0. So independently, statements 1 and the statement 2 cannot give you the solution. Can we use both the statement and reach to the solution? Let us see. If P is greater than Q in the first statement, R is greater than P in the second statement. Let us combine. R P से बड़ा है, P Q से बड़ा है. So that means R is greater than P, P is greater than Q. What can you say about R and Q? R and Q के बारे में आप क्या बता सकते हो? R and Q, that means R is greater than Q. अगर R Q से बड़ा है, that means this value will be negative. 2 times of the negative will give you less than 0. So this means this P plus Q minus R is less than P minus Q plus R. Question has asked you, is this greater than 0? Is this greater than 0? Your answer would be yes or no. No. When I use both the statement 1 and statement 2. Can you get the answer to the question? The question is asked, which one of the following is correct in respect of the above question and the statement? The question can be answered. क्या आप आंसर बता सकते हो इस क्वेश्चन का? Yes, by using both the statements together, but cannot be answered using either of the statements alone, right? So statement C is correct. Clear? I can use both the statements to give you the solution in yes or no. Okay. Note here that if answer is no, that doesn't mean that you cannot answer the question. You can give the answer to the question, but the answer is no. Okay. Now let us proceed to the next question. What is the number? ये number क्या है? Statement number 1 says the sum of the digits of the product is equals to the product of the digits. ये last एक question में हुआ था. You got the answer as the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 are the digits. So how many numbers can be drawn from 1, 2, 3? You can create 1, 2, 3. You can create 1, 3, 2. You can create 2, 3, 1. You can create 2, 1, 3. You can create 3, 1, 2. You can create 3, 2, 1. So how many numbers are you getting using statement 1 only? 6 numbers. So क्या आप statement 1 बता सकते हैं what is the number? No. Statement 1 alone is not sufficient to give you the answer. Statement 2, the number is divisible by the sum of the digits. Sum यहाँ पे 6 है. 6 से कौन कौन डिविजिबल है आपको चेक करना है. The numbers would be 132 और एक है 312. These two numbers are divisible by. So can you get the number? No. Okay, let me combine both of them. अगर हम कंबाइन भी करेंगे तो आपको यही वाला ही मिलेगा, बिकॉज ये ऊपर भी है और नीचे भी है, तो उसका जो इंटरसेक्शन वाला पार्ट है वो ये वाला है. सो कैन यू गेट द आंसर? नो. आप दो आंसर्स पा रहे हो. व्हाट इज दिस? 132 and 312. What is the number? Still I cannot obtain. So आपका आंसर क्या होगा? Cannot be answered even by using the both the statements together. Got it? Proceeding to the next problem. A very, very important problem. This is a question of actually PNC, but I will solve it here. नहीं, इसको छोड़ देते हैं. इसको करेंगे कहाँ पे? इसको करेंगे इन PNC. ओके, यहाँ पे एक फैक्टोरियल नोटेशन का यूज होगा. So I would suggest you to take it to the PNC section. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. In this problem, there are large number of silver coins weighing 2 gram, 5 gram, 10 grams, 25 grams and 50 grams each. बहुत सारे ऐसे 2 ग्राम्स के वेट्स है और 5 ग्राम है जो वेइंग होता है ना, वे करने के लिए. गॉट इट? सो कॉइन्स, द लार्ज नंबर ऑफ सिल्वर कॉइन्स जो कि 2 ग्राम के है, 5 ग्राम के है, 10 ग्राम के है, 25 ग्राम के है, 50 ग्राम के. You have to buy 78 grams of the coin. To buy, to purchase 78 grams of the coin, one must buy at least 7 coins. Can you make 78 grams का combination using this? Yes. कैसे? तो आप यहाँ पे it is a very puzzle based question. What I will think first, पहले 50 यूज करूंगा. 50 के 25 के साथ करूंगा, 75 आ गया. 75 के बाद मुझे 78 तक जाने के लिए 3 ग्राम चाहिए. 3 ग्राम अवेलेबल नहीं है, रूल्ड आउट. नेक्स्ट 50 ग्राम यूज करोगे. 50 ग्राम के बाद 10 ग्राम एक यूज करोगे. एक 10 ग्राम में 60 ग्राम हो रहा है. 60 ग्राम, उसके बाद 5 ग्राम से आप यूज कर सकते हो. 5 ग्राम जब आप यूज करोगे, 60 ग्राम से 78 तक पहुंचना है, तो 5 ग्राम से आप 2 यूज करोगे या 3 भी यूज कर सकते हो, लेकिन 3 करोगे 15 ग्राम हो गया और 3 ग्राम चाहिए. अगर मैं 2 यूज करूंगा तो कितना हो गया? 50, 10, 5, 5. इसके जगह एक 10 ग्राम भी यूज कर सकता हूँ, अभी बहुत सारे अवेलेबल है. 10 ग्राम यूज कर दूंगा, 70 हो गया. उसके बाद 2 ग्राम्स का 4 टू, तो टोटल कितना हुआ? 4, 5, 6 और ये 7. एटलीस्ट 7 कॉइन्स इज द मिनिमम. ओके, वेरी बेसिक. टू वे 78 ग्राम, यहाँ पे परचेस करना है 78 ग्राम, यहाँ पे वे करना है 70 ग्राम. 78 ग्राम के वेइंग मशीन ले लो, आपको वे करना है. अभी यहाँ पे आप 50 ग्राम दे सकते हो, एक 25 ग्राम दे सकते हो, 75 और एक 5 ग्राम. टोटल कितना हुआ? 80 ग्राम्स. अगर यहाँ पे मैं परचेस करना है, आई विल पुट द वेज, ओके, एंड द कॉइन्स हियर. कैन आई पुट अ 2 ग्राम हियर? 2 ग्राम कर दूंगा, टोटल हो गया 80 ग्राम. ये 2 ग्राम को हटा के ये वाला खरीद लूंगा. वही करना ही तो 78 ग्राम है. 2 ग्राम हटा दूंगा तो ये वाला रेस्ट तो 78 ग्राम ही तो होगा. You have to visualize this thing in a weighing machine. Have you ever visited where the weights are done? आप 80 ग्राम यहाँ पे डाल दो और जो 2 ग्राम हटाना है तो यहाँ पे सब्ट्रैक्ट कर सकते हो. ओके, द रिजल्टेंट विल बी द 78 ग्राम. Got it? So to buy, weigh 78 gram, how many coins do you need? 4 coins. So less than 7 coins? Yes. So both the statements are correct. Proceeding to the next problem. In this problem, a plus b means a is neither smaller nor equal to b. a plus b का मतलब है a is neither smaller nor equal to b. a छोटा नहीं है कि equal भी नहीं है. That means a is greater than b. a minus b का मतलब है a is not greater than b, यानी a छोटा हो सकता है, equal हो सकता है. a into b का मतलब है a is not smaller than b. That means a is greater than equals to b. a डिविजन b का मतलब हो सकता है a is neither greater nor equal. a is neither greater nor equal, यानी a less than b. a plus minus b का मतलब है a is neither smaller nor greater. That means a is equals to b. Basic. What does this statement signify? p into q. p into q का मतलब है p greater than q. p minus q का p minus t का मतलब है, सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट देखो, p is less than equals to t. नेक्स्ट क्या है? t divides r. t divides r means t is less than r. r plus minus s, that means r is equals to s. Using this, can you arrange them? देखो, p q से बड़ा है, p is greater than q, t is greater than equals to p, t is again less than r, that means r is greater than t, or r is equals to s. So can you find something here? What is the conclusion? q plus minus t. q plus minus t का मतलब क्या है? q equals to t. क्या q equals to t है? हो सकता है, नहीं भी हो सकता है, ग्रेटर देन का रिलेशन है ना. इज इट मेंशन q इज इक्वल टू t हियर? नहीं, q ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू t है, तो ग्रेटर देन का कंडीशन भी है. सो दिस कैन हैपन, cannot happen, so I cannot conclude this directly. S plus q का मतलब क्या है? S plus q, यहाँ पे s is greater than q. क्या s greater than q है? देखो s यहाँ पे है और q यहाँ पे. r is greater than q. r equals to s है. r is greater than q. r is equals to s, so that means s is also greater than q. So conclusion 2 holds. If conclusion 2 holds, so that means only conclusion 2 follows from the statement. Clear? Proceeding to the next problem, 2 to the power 192 is divided by 6. 2 to the power 192 when divided by 6. Can I convert this? Yes, I can convert this into 2 to the power 191 divided by 3. Can I write this as 2 to the power 4 into 2 to the power 189, sorry, 2 square 189 divided by 3. These are taught in the basic classes. 2 to the power 189, this is divisible by 3. So can I write it as 4 into 2 का cube to the power something divided by 3. यहाँ पे रिमाइंडर आपका 1 आएगा, 1 into 4. So आपका रिमाइंडर है 4. Clear? Got it? Is it clear? इसका और एक तरीका भी है. 2 to the power 1 cyclic method. When divided by 6, the remainder would be 2. 2 square will be what? 2 into 2, 4 करो. 4 को डिवाइड करो 6 के साथ, आंसर आएगा 4. फिर 2 क्यूब. 4 into 2 is 8. 8 को 6 के साथ डिवाइड करो, आंसर आएगा 2. 2 to the power 4. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 को डिवाइड करो 6 के साथ, आंसर आएगा 4. द साइकिल इज 2 and 4. इसका साइक्लिसिटी 2 है. 2 का साइकिल में रिपीट हो रहा है, तो 2 to the power 92 will come here. 2 to the power 192. So इसका आंसर भी 4. Clear? Now let us proceed to the next question. In this question, AB and CD are two-digit numbers. Multiplying AB and CD, when AB is multiplied with CD, it gives you D, E, and F. So adding D, E, F to another three-digit number, that is G, H, and I, the result is 975. If E, this is the framework. If E, further A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H are all distinct digits. तो आपके पास नंबर क्या है? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. इसी को यूज करना है. E is 0, that means A, B, C, D, E is 0 and F is 8. So D 0, 8, G, H, I 975. 0 हो गया, 8 हो गया. यहाँ पे 5 है, that means this will be 7. 8, 7, 15. 5 carry 1. If you carry 1 here, you have to get a 7 here. That means this has to be 6. If this is 6, 6 is nullified, 7 is nullified. आपको 9 चाहिए. To get a 9, you have a sum of 4 and 5 only. Either you can place a 4 here, you can place a 5 here, or you can place a 5 here, you can place a 4 here. If 5 comes here, that means D has to 5. अगर D 5 है तो ये 8 नहीं हो सकता है, तो आपको ये 4 रखना है और ये 5 रखना है. If this is 4, this has to be 4. Now it comes down to place 4, 408, 567, 975. Got it? So 4 also gone. Remains 1, 2, 3 and 5. आपको 408 का फैक्टर्स निकालना है. So to find the factors of 408, you do this prime factorization. 2, 204, 2, 102, 2, 51 और ये 3 into 17. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 17. You have to be very strong in your calculations. आपको 4 चाहिए. 4 कैसे मिलेगा? 17 into 2 is 34. 34 और ये 4 into 3 is 12. हो गया. दिस इज द नंबर. 34 into 12 आप मल्टीप्लाई करोगे 48, 36, 408. Got it? So this is 408. So what is A, B, C, 1, 2 and 3? What is the sum? 3, 2, 5, 1, 6. So your answer is A. Clear? So with this, we end this lecture number 19. We'll see you again in the next lecture. Till then, have a great day. Bye-bye. Take care, everyone.